The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that rim. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple 15.5 points live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the games start so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
The two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity. I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this one? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
All right, we're live right here on SportsGrid. Kevin Walsh, Donnie Rightside, and Joe Lisi. We have action live. We're following. We have upcoming games as well. Feel free we're live.
44-31.
That sounds
triple
good.
Went down. Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Triple went down.
No, and one opportunity.
Oh, get out of here. That's ridiculous. Oh, come on.
He's rooting against us in the corner. I hear it in
He is, isn't he?
No, why would I root against you?
It's all right.
How did that happen?
What?
I want to go game by game late slate here with the fellas.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay? But DRS, you can stay focused, all right? I'm going to go to you first, Joe. UConn OU. 5.5 number, total 146.5. How are you betting this game? What do you like?
I'm on Oklahoma, plus the 5.5. I think it's a lower scoring game. I'm on the under 146.5. Didn't take props, but I like OU. I think a lot of money's going to go on UConn just because defending national champs, and obviously we haven't seen underdogs step up until this point. Oklahoma typically not very well away from Norman, but I think the spread, to me, 5.5, I'm inclined to take those points, Kev.
All right, so you like the spread in that spot.
I do. I like the under, too.
Okay, so an under look for you as well. Donnie, I think you agree with Joe on the side for that game?
Yeah. I thought, okay. Nice way to set that up for me.
Yeah, Oklahoma. Is it that?
I thought there was a segue coming behind that.
Yeah, I think it was.
UConn fouls a lot.
Right.
Easy to get to the free throw line here for Oklahoma, as well as Oklahoma likes to shoot three-point shot. Very good at doing that. You know me. If I'm buying into a dog, and I think a dog has a legitimate chance to win, get me to the free throw line and have me shoot three-point shots. I like Oklahoma getting the 5.5.
So I am on an Alex Caravan points plus rebounds prop that I really like. I have not bet aside, though I do have – I think UConn will win this basketball game. I am a little bit tempted, though, to bet an over in this game. UConn is still offense first. I don't trust their defense fully. I think an SEC offense will feast truly against the Big East defense like this. I'm tempted by the over. I've not played it just yet, though. So on the sidelines, side or total, I have the Alex Caravan prop in already. Illinois Xavier, this has been a climbing number, Donnie, throughout the day at 4.5. Total's 161.5. Is this a game you're looking to get involved with?
It was one of those where I do like the total, and I think they can score points, but I got to tell you, like 161 scares me a little bit in an NCAA tournament game, but both teams really can get after it. Xavier, the one thing that you do like is they've already been in competition in, let's just say, the bracket March Madness / style, where Illinois has not. I just like Illinois down the stretch now, fully healthy. I think they can get after it. I think Illinois does win that game, but I always like to take the points. But I got to tell you, the -4.5 showing a lot of respect towards Illinois after the way we saw Xavier, Joe, coming into this.
Yeah, I originally liked Illinois. I'm a little leery now. I wouldn't, I might bet it from an in-game, but I like the total more than I like everything else. 161.5. I think we get there. I just think pace of play. You saw Xavier put up 86 against Texas. That was a slower starting half. They shot cold, came on in terms of the second half. Fremantle as well, right? He stepped up. I took him for 20-plus at +124. Think he could have a big part of that offense early. In Illinois, when they're on, they could play with anybody. I mean, they could shoot threes pretty well as well. And you watch them throughout the Big Ten. I think 161.5 is light, Kev. I think these teams, we're looking, high 80s, even 90s. I think we can get a really high-scoring game today.
Yeah, Kasper Sihunis is someone that I'm a little bit interested in. His PRA number's out there at 25.5. I do think Illinois gets the job done. It's a climbing number, though, but this was, to me, I thought Illinois' perfect matchup. I thought they would fare very well against Xavier if they met them. As a 4.5-point favorite, the number's climbing. I tend to agree with it. Let's just check back in live now. We have 51-50 Marquette, so New Mexico not allowing anything from the Golden Eagles in terms of an extension in that spot. Early returns in this Akron-Arizona game is not much. 8
points in the first, basically minute and a half. But here's the problem. You look at Arizona, it's like, they got 6.
Yeah. So it's fouls, it's N1 opportunities.
Both N1s.
Yeah, not exactly how we drew it up. Holding on by a thread here, Joe.
Yeah.
Not done yet. Down 15, 6 to go.
Yeah, you got to make free throws if you're going to cover 11.5. Hopefully they're gutty and they man up here and just get a stop. Get a stop. What, the guy's traveling.
There you go.
He's
Look
on
at that.
the
Look at the
Globetrotters.
stops, Joe. 3 minutes now going on the score.
Game's not over.
Pass.
Just don't
nice
shoot.
Bump, N1, bang.
We'll take it.
Yeah, not a
We'll
foul.
take it.
Should have been
Why
N1.
not? Why not? We're not done.
You're
We're
back
fighting.
in this? I thought we were out of this.
Again, you don't deserve anything in this game because
I know,
Pope is tight. Pope is tight.
New Mexico with the lead
He
now.
doesn't look
What a
worried at
turn.
all. Looks like he's coaching against Temple.
I don't know if my computer froze. You could still bang 15.5. They got the score 61-56.
There you go.
I'm going to see if I could do it. Why not? You want to give me a bad number? Let's see if we can
It's
get
interesting because that is still the score, but the 15.5 looks clickable. So I don't think it's frozen. What do you think about that total, Donnie? 130.5. We haven't done a live total late in game yet. 130.5 number sitting right now.
So what do we
at
have? What's the
107 points? You need 24 for a win. 6 minutes to go. What's the foul situation would be my question.
Yeah, see, that's the tough part. It's not even the foul situation. It's that we're at 15. Like, you're teetering on, do we just walk off the court at that point? Like, we saw a game. Was it today? Deep 3-ball goes down 8 points. They just walk off the court. One of those games.
Yes. What was it, Memphis?
Was it the Memphis game?
They were down 8.
I think I heard Scott talking about it when
down
driving
8,
in.
and they just folded.
Just walked off the court.
Yeah. Well, they deserve to walk off. They were gutless today.
So
Terrible job by
I think Troy
Hardaway.
has committed 5, and I think Kentucky's committed 4. So you're not super far away from the bonus. My thing, Donnie, is so the foul game can be tricky when sometimes the game's too close. This won't be that. Kentucky isn't a slow it down type of team. Pope's going to say keep scoring. I'm a little tempted at the 130.5.
The score is, let me just get this straight. It's 61-48, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to jump in on this over. I like
Is that
this over.
total good, 130.5?
I'm jumping in.
Yeah, because I got FanDuel has still 46.
Yeah, I mean.
I jumped in. I think it's the right play.
Scoring splash.
I think
Arizona just went to 50. I assume they had 47, right?
They did. So
we have a minute and a half. Right?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, was it another N1?
Oh, you know what? Let me check.
You know what I mean? No, Jaden Bradley hit a triple.
6, yeah.
So, all right. So let's get another one through the door.
You guys are winning, huh? You got it?
No, we need one more.
We need
What
another
do you need?
3.
One more 3?
Yeah.
Should have had it already.
I did take the 70. I got a bad number, 71.5 with the Akron team total. 35 they have.
Do you have a bad number in how it looks, you mean, is what you're saying?
No, because it was 70.5. Remember, you said it was minus 138.
Minus 130, though. I don't think. To me, that's like.
Yeah, you're giving up an extra point. You never know when it comes down to free throws.
Yeah.
These kids sometimes miss everything. So, gutless.
Yeah, we've seen that movie.
We're tied in New Mexico, though.
Well, New Mexico took the lead 53-51.
Right.
So Cam Jones is coming on a little bit.
What's he got?
Largely, he's at 10 right now. So a little bit. Dents only has 2 points. He's not even shooting a ton right now. He's 8 turnovers. Looks really rattled. If you're New Mexico and you can get out of this game with a victory, I know you're on the other side, Donnie.
Yeah.
But if you can get out of this game with a win with Donovan Dent playing like this, you have to be optimistic about what his performance would be in the next round.
No, it's what
he can't be this bad again.
No, I love that because I also talk about teams a lot of times that didn't play well in round 1 and still won. And I say, you know what? When they play really well and their players play well, that's it to watch out for. But I like ugly wins, man. So if your players are going to play great when they're supposed to and still win, that's a bonus in my book.
Yeah. We're hanging on.
All right, so did you grab this over at all, Donnie, or you left it alone?
No, I left it alone.
So I need 131 now. So, Amari Williams, come on.
All right. Transition, kid. The kid.
I think we're gonna get. I think we're gonna get left at the aisle, Donnie, on these made triples as well.
Looks like it.
All right, we'll come right back. Bracket Central with you on SportsGrid.
So my team didn't win this weekend, but I still did with this app that's taking over the game. Sports Millions Pick'em lets you make quick and easy predictions. Pick your favorite players, go higher or lower, and you can still win big even if your team loses. Plus, the multiplier is insane. With just a few picks, you can win big money. So get on it. They've got a welcome bonus to help you start off your winning streak.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the games start so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
Two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity. I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this one? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
All right, back at the right here on SportsGrid. Updates now across the live card. 17-point lead for Arizona, 54-37. A 160.5 total. They are up to 21.5-point favorites. Marquette, New Mexico, tied at 55. 145.5 total, going under. Game is pick. It leans Marquette as the pregame favorite.
What?
Kentucky, Troy. It's 20 and Ken. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Buy in 19.5's out
Oh,
there.
you get it right now.
Come
Clip it.
on.
All right. 129 and a half total.
No, we'll see.
Can I get that, or you're going to root against it? Be honest.
No, I would root for you. Not the total.
I'll tell you what.
It's 129.5 live. You could buy back in right
Okay,
now.
I'll root the Troy cover if you root the over.
Sure. What do you need? You need basically.
I think I need 13 points.
All right, I'm going to go 19
No,
and a half.
I need
I'm going to go
15.
19 and a half
15.
and
You have
120.
it's
130 and a half.
Oh, you have. It's 129 and a half. All right. I'll root it in for you.
I'm going to go 19 and a half, and I'm going to go.
You're taking the
both.
Yeah, but I've seen this movie before. That's 0-1, 0-1, 2-0.
Let's go. Stay within this. So what do we got? We have 26, is it? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. 120, 116.
Oh, I was going to say, I was like, jeez.
Yeah. 116.
Back on that.
There you go.
Come on.
All right, there we go.
I don't know if we're getting that. I don't think it was a good bet, though, to be honest. They got to ride it out. Is there no foul game? Come on.
No, Troy's got to have some heart if Lisi bet him blue collar.
Blue collar.
Yeah.
They got it down to 13.
Play it down. Play it out.
Needed that stop. They got the stop.
Okay.
Shooting too many threes. Let me see what they've
we
shot.
Try some
tonight.
more threes in an Arizona-Akron game?
8
I don't
of
know. Might not be
31.
done just
8
yet,
of
Don.
31, Troy, from 3.
The thing for Akron, Arizona is the
31
last 2-3 minutes of that game, we should just bomb away. Like Akron, all they do is shoot threes, not shooting any layups. You might get 10 3-point attempts for the final 5 minutes for Akron. Just Akron.
We like that, though.
Do. Points. Where's this Kentucky game at? We back in yet? 3 minutes. How are we going to get this many points? 68-48 linchpin.
Wow, look at that.
Mexico back.
Very nice.
Blue collar.
Trending.
Come on.
Trending, Lisi.
Why did that get a technical?
145 and a half in-game number.
I'm very surprised in college that wasn't a tech because they tee up everything.
Yes.
They don't like any of that stuff, the referees. Today they robbed VJ Edgecombe of an N1. Oh, need that to fall,
Need
Joe.
it. Oh, no. Fast
They're
break.
quitting.
Yeah, fast
Troy
break.
quitting. Feeling the pressure, up against it, blue blood program, one of the best the country has to offer. Mark Pope, I would say a coach of the year.
Go to the final. Did you?
No, I didn't. Most unbiased man history of sports media.
Winning with all Cal's players.
So good that they're not that good.
Such a good
What he's doing.
Where he actually lost all his guys, like Cal was able to bring in. I can't even. And he beats Kansas. Unbelievable. Donnie's 2 best bets of the tournament so far were Arkansas and not betting San Diego. Both of those tweets bothered me, I'll be honest. Both of those did.
Why were you going to bet San Diego?
I like San Diego. I was like, that's a late game. I'm just going to go, thank goodness they got their doors busted in that game.
70
We
now
got
for
some
Kentucky.
No, they didn't.
Troy.
San Diego played Michigan.
No, San Diego State.
Oh, San Diego State.
Shoot it!
Well, that's who
Shoot
I
it.
Bombs away Marquette over there. What is happening?
Why are we running clock?
Lisi, this is the team you bet on?
Come on.
Gutless.
Kentucky's going to get to 100.
Oh, we're pulling?
All 3 of them, Kobe.
Oh. Now, what do we got?
Oh, it's a run out of the gym special. It's a call off the dog special. Leave him alone. They're just kids special. He has a family special.
We're searching for
mom's
winners.
in attendance special.
Lisi's searching
Dad's in
for a win.
attendance special. Where is Wofford?
Come on, Troy.
Whoa, look at him. He still thinks there's a chance. Let it in.
Oh!
Count the basket, Ricky.
We're above now. 131 is the live number. We're above right now.
This game's got something to it all of a sudden.
They're just walking out.
Go ahead. Do the right thing.
I hope
him,
they
get him,
just
get him,
walk
get him.
it out now.
Yep.
You know
I
what?
don't blame you. Palms up. That's what we say.
That's it. Yeah, take them all out.
No, don't take him out.
Take them all out.
I had him for
Put in the
Oh,
scrubs.
that's no good, Donnie.
Put in the scrubs.
So we have.
We need 8. You need less. I don't want to. Oh, come
That's
on.
too bad.
He's gonna walk through the door. I see this movie.
I don't know. I don't know if we get any more points, do we, after this?
Arizona bombs away on Akron right now.
That's not.
Akron playing pace 46, need 24 and a half more.
Right.
25.
Right.
Run it.
26.
Run it.
We're just dapping it up out here.
27.
Run it.
I don't know. If Kentucky can score again, you'd be surprised, Donnie. Hit it. Ah.
We're running clock. What do we do?
No, well, you got to get a good shot, though. You got to get a good shot. The thing is Kentucky's got starters out there. They've been such an injured team. You just wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a wide open look.
Clock. Get it down.
Oh, if that fell, you'd be able to feel good about it. And I know.
Look at these guys.
Here we go.
Whoa!
Game's in doubt.
And what?
I don't know. The 11.5. How many more do we need?
I mean, we're moving.
I took 21
We're
and a half.
moving.
Did you? Go ahead, Joe.
That's it. Look at you.
Whoa, look at that.
You tipped Euro move.
Lobos.
That was a Euro.
Get a TO, Mark. What are you doing?
Donovan Dent up to 18. Extend. I like that one.
Donnie.
In the lights, Marquette.
You missed him free
With the missed free throw. Hanging from the foot straps. We need 5. We need a Kentucky basket here. No way.
Can we hack? Somebody just hack them?
Oklahoma, UConn around the corner. Any final picks from
hack
anyone?
them?
Foul! Get it up!
Ooh,
Come on, get it up!
Break and won it. Come on.
All right.
He converted.
You're gonna.
We got a timeout too. I like
8?
it. We're fighting.
I need a
I
triple.
have 18 and a half, right?
I need a triple. You have 129 and a half, I think. Unless you have 128
I took
and a half.
the side.
Yes, you do.
All right.
Yeah.
One in. So what do we
We
need?
can't do 0-1, 0-1, 2-0. I can't. I
don't even know what
with
it
this
is.
guy.
Let me just double check. 129 and a half and 19 and a half.
All right, we're hitting a commercial break.
Give it a
Where else would you want to be than right here?
The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that rim. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple 18.5 point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the game starts so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
The two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take. Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity.
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this one? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
All right, we're back to right here on SportsGrid. Listen, in-game live special, best moment of the night just came during the break.
Yeah.
Did.
A lot of live action came in. Over comes in. All your live stuff came in, Donnie. I'm being serious. How much did that landing 19 help you at all?
That'll help me.
Yeah.
I had 21 and a half, so
Yeah.
I took it. So
Great.
I lost the 11 and a half and the underdog play, but I did get a little back with the 21.5, so I'm happy.
Fantastic. I'm glad.
I need Akron to get on their horse, though, right now. 48 points.
I swept
Could
that
I
game.
get 23 points in 11 minutes from Akron? Could I get that?
I'm going to be a wreck.
Wow, what
someday.
happened?
Now that the game's over,
Let me see.
is Kentucky potentially could play Illinois Sunday. I think it's a very dangerous matchup.
Hey,
from a fan perspective, that's all I'm just calling it like I see it. We don't know which games we're doing. It's Donnie and I Sunday, Lisi and I tomorrow morning. Just quick little scheduling bit.
we have a lot of good games tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m., it's myself and Joe, and for an hour we will set up the full card, and then we're here until 3 p.m. So we're going to get the full McNeese-Purdue in-game. We'll start St. John's and Arkansas, and then we'll pass it off to the rest of the slate. But we will also be able to preview all of those games. And then Sunday, it's me and DRS right here for the 12-3 window.
Yep.
We don't know our game yet, Donnie. You have a rooting interest, Donnie. Is there a game you want?
I don't know who
Colorado
it's supposed
State,
to be,
Maryland. You could get
St. Mary's, Alabama.
St. Mary's, Alabama is an option.
Baylor, Duke. Nice.
Well, they wouldn't start with Duke, though, would they?
It's 12, isn't it? Or no? Baylor Duke is 12.
You talking about a spread?
No,
I'm talking about a tip. Don't go off fan. They just throw a number.
Yeah?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
release them late.
TBD out there. Colorado State, Maryland. I wouldn't like that one.
That would
St.
probably
Mary's,
be
Alabama
early.
would be an unbelievably fun game, though.
We could get
Contrast to styles.
Arizona, Oregon.
That's a pretty good game.
If Oregon won against
Yeah.
Liberty,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that if that's what we got again. So that's Sunday. So we'll be right here with you. Oh, again, Oklahoma, UConn. You guys are both on OU. That's the
Yeah.
side for you guys in
I
that
like
one.
Yes. Cam Jones now has 13, 2.5 minutes left.
Right.
Maybe he can get 2 more at least.
Well,
And Nate Johnson from Akron, if he wants to get me 8 in the final 10 minutes, that would be great.
I need 2 points from Donovan Dent on New Mexico. And I'm on New Mexico as well. Is there live numbers in that game just to see?
Yeah, minus
It's just a
6.5.
spread, no total.
Minus 6.5. Minus one.
I'm not
minus
betting it.
one-
I would take more.
Minus 106. You don't know if they're going to check out, though. That's like what Memphis did. I caught Memphis at 6.5, 7.5 in game.
Okay.
Lose it by 8. get down as much as 11.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, think about that. That was a pick'em game, basically.
Yeah.
1.5. Kids.
That's tough.
in the final 2 minutes.
I hear you.
Especially if
6-point
they're
game.
now Marquette is not looked at as like a Final Four team.
No.
So you would hope that they would play out the final, 40 minutes. Play it
D 'em
out.
up. D 'em up. Come on.
Preston
All right.
here.
Now, DRS, do you have any like Cam Jones bets or anything like
No.
that? Just the Marquette bet.
Mm-mm.
So you're on opposite sides. It happens. It happens. We'll do Bryant, Michigan State for everybody, and Liberty, Oregon on the other side. But certainly before we get out of here, so we'll make sure we get all of that for you guys. Can Donovan Dent get me the 20 right here? Oh, he blows the layup.
No foul?
No, we're a little behind, so I'm going to try and stay clean as much as I can here. I know we're behind, but it is.
What do you think about 21 points in 9 minutes for Akron?
I think it's possible. I'm not running to bet it. I think that could be a good game if you want to do some made 3-point shots, Joe.
Because Akron's just going to be chucking and ducking at that.
And I don't think that you're really going to see a change in style from Arizona, are you?
No.
So I don't mind that approach.
We got, 4 minutes till Oklahoma, Connecticut?
Yes.
And then Xavier, Illinois.
I'm really excited for that game. I know you guys are on OU. I really would like to see UConn and Florida square off. I just think Hurley, obviously, he hasn't lost a tournament game in forever now, up against this red-hot Florida team. Every single result is fascinating. UConn upset, UConn close, Florida rout. Anything that could possibly happen in that game would be incredible to watch. So I would love to see that game, but I understand you guys are rolling with Oklahoma tonight. Spread, I'm
I
sure.
don't love it, but I think that's the side I'm going with.
No, I got you. And I see the vision. I do. All right, let's hit a quick break. New Mexico, Marquette in the balance. We'll break that down. And the rest of the slate after right here on SportsGrid.
The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that rim. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple 18.5 points live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the games start so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
The two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take. Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity.
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this one? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
Climbing. All right, back at the right here on SportsGrid. Kevin Walsh, Joe Lisi, Donnie Rightside, as we are with you on this Friday evening. New Mexico should close this out. Anything else would be a total collapse. No other way to describe it here. I'm just going to throw this to you quickly, Donnie.
Yeah.
Shaka Smart.
Mm-hmm.
Any level of hot seat, or he's fine?
He's fine.
Okay.
Marquette. I mean, we got to temper our expectations. You get to the tournament, you play well in the Big East. Where are you getting fired for? What, do they think they're going to win a championship? No way.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I feel as if this is a team that had huge aspirations midseason. Cam Jones was flirting with the player of the year race. And I think this would easily qualify as a disappointing season for Marquette. That's all. So, but look, they make the tournament every year. I wanted to toss it out there. Great second half from Donovan Dent's been fantastic for New Mexico.
Yeah. In
half number 2. We have Oklahoma and UConn right around the corner. And then we get to Illinois Xavier. Man, I haven't clicked on this game yet. I haven't placed a bet yet. Joe, you like the over in this game.
I do. I think the 161.5 is live. I'm on Fremantle for points at 20. I took them just now, 3 threes plus 550.
Okay.
Which I know he's basically only a 28% three-point guy. But to Donnie's point, they got one game under their belt.
Yeah.
And I sort of like that. They're the team that's a little bit loose heading into this matchup. Again, I still lean to Illinois because I think they're more athletic than Xavier. But the pace of play, that's a pretty good price. You get a guy that's averaging, 18, 19 points a game and 3 threes in this type of atmosphere around one game, especially if it's going to be high scoring, plus 550. It was too good. It was like on sale for me. I had to pull the trigger.
Yeah, it comes down to three-point shooting for me. Xavier, top 6 in the country, 39% as a team, which, again, could be the ultimate equalizer. However, Illinois' defensive footprint, number 3 in the country at chasing you off of the three-point line. Something that you like to do. Illinois is saying, we don't want you to do that. I think it's a slight advantage to Illinois. I usually like to take the points in March Madness. So I do think Illinois wins this game. I have them also, obviously, in my bracket to go forward against Xavier. So I wouldn't mind laying the 5 points and thinking they could take care of business. But it does worry me a little bit. When you get hot, you're already in the tournament and play. But then again, hey, North Carolina, hottest team on the planet. They didn't show up in the first half and tried to have a comeback in the second, and it came up short. So maybe that happens to Xavier as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's
underway.
Any prop looks for me in this game here. I'm late to the best of the Illinois number, who I like in the game. I see your vision with the total, Joe. I wouldn't hate being able to play it live just because it's such a tall number. If it's off to a rocket ship, awesome, right? Could we get a dip? We could. So that's where I'm struggling with that. Michigan State, Bryant, where are you guys at on that one? I know, Donnie, I know you expect Michigan State to roll.
Yeah.
But do you see any pathway for Bryant to hang in that basketball game?
Yeah, I didn't like the game, which, again, if I don't like the game, it means I'm probably leaning more a little bit towards the underdog in that spot. But the one thing we know about Michigan State is how good they are on defense. But when you look at their offense, it's not anything to do spectacular. They just do everything well. They don't shoot the three-point shot all that much, and they don't actually make the three-point shot all that much, which means they'll score in the paint. But Bryant's defense is decent in the paint. When you look at Michigan State's defense, they're going to defend the three-point line. And whenever I take a look at, the underdog, I need to make sure that they're a quality shooting three-point team, and they also do it with volume. That's not Bryant's footprint here. 33% as a team. Michigan State, the best defensive team in the country at holding it at 27.9%. And that's not like, hey, we play in the Metro Atlantic or the MAC. Like, you're playing in the Big Ten, and you're absolutely shutting people down, Joe, from the three-point line, which means you can probably do that against Bryant.
Yeah, 152.5 is important for me for an under. I think it's similar to what we saw Florida and Norfolk, right? Yeah. But I just don't think Michigan State's going to get anywhere near 90 in this game. I think this game potentially is a blowout, but it's 75-47. And, lower scoring. It's all Michigan State. They're going to batter them, I believe, under the boards. I think they're too physical, too athletic. Yeah. I would lay it. I don't really like Michigan State, meaning I think they're going to dominate, but I don't feel confident laying that number. I'd much rather just take the under 152.5 in that matchup.
Okay, so looking at it under there. Joe, what's the updated outlook on Arizona-Akron here? Side-wise, I know it's all
they're getting blasted, but they haven't scored. I mean, all of a sudden, Arizona's defense has stepped up. I mean, what do they have at the half? 31?
31? What was it at the half?
31. They have 22 points in the second half.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't had that game up, but are they shooting that bad, Akron? I got to look now because I'm not seeing really.
Big triple by Marquette.
Who hit that?
Could have been Cam.
Akron, 6 of 20 from
Joplin.
3, Kev.
Yeah,
34% from the field.
Yeah.
20 of 58.
Not good enough.
Caleb Love's still out there hitting threes.
I know, he's got 10. It's a shame he started off so low at that point. 15 was that was like the easy part of that, Lumber. It's like, he's going to get 15.
He's got 10 points.
I know. He's going to better get 15.
You were saying.
I feel like the joke with him is almost where he's like, all right, this game's easy. I don't need to shoot. But next game, I want to shoot. Yeah. Like, too big of a spot to not kind of situation.
UConn out early, 8-2 over Oklahoma to start that one.
I'm telling you, what do you think before you see exactly how UConn OU plays out? I just tell you UConn advances.
Yeah.
The Florida UConn number would be? I mean, Florida.
8.5.
8.5. Joe, do you have any thoughts on that? If I told you UConn, Florida, Sunday, I know you're on the other side, but just what that number would be?
I would think it could be 10. Really?
Yeah, I was thinking more because they were laying 5.5 to Tennessee in that SEC title game.
I would think because UConn's not the same defensive team that they've been, right? They got boat raced by Creighton. Creighton shot, 50%?
Well, Creighton jumped all over them early in that game.
But that's the type, same thing with Florida. Florida gets hot early. It's going to be lights out.
Right.
I think I want to see how UConn plays tonight, and obviously this is, they're up 11-2, so out of the gates fast.
Yep.
Total, though, it is weird, though. The total right before tip, 147.5. Still lingering 142.5 right now, which is odd.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we had a bad number. I don't.
Which total are you talking about?
Talking about Oklahoma, UConn. 11-4. We just had 142.5s in the market.
Yeah.
It's 4 minutes gone by.
You feel like it should be lower?
No, I mean, I'm just saying they dropped that total like a rock.
You know why? I think to some degree. You talk about the algos. The total, I think, was bet up a little bit towards the end of the day. So maybe.
But when we started the show, wasn't it 146.5? I feel like I came in at 6, almost 7.
Yeah, I know it was 147.5 right before close. At least it looked like it got up to that spot. So I would have assumed it was just going, gone. 158.5 Akron, Arizona right now. 26.5 spread. I don't know if there's any bite for anyone on that. I imagine not.
Yeah, would be nice if they could bury some threes.
You could bet, Joe, minus 110 last 4 minutes for 2 made threes.
He's trying to get me.
What?
Somebody's going to splash one. And, Akron's fine.
If this Nate Johnson could step up, I need 6 points from Nate Johnson.
That's 2 threes. Boom. You get hit both on the same bet. Boom, boom.
You need Nate Johnson to get to 16?
15, yeah.
No,
he's got 10.
He's at 10. I mean, 1 of 9, though.
Yeah.
10 points on a 1-9 night. He did all right.
Bad.
He did good, right? It's a good night. He's showing his ring around. Everybody. Look, I scored 10 in the 20 game.
Show your kids.
Shot 1 of 9.
No one needs to know that. I was 8 of 9 from the stripe.
Mm-hmm.
What? Man, Caleb Love just didn't shoot in the whole game.
No.
Unbelievable. He does that, right? Yeah,
I thought they would get at least 80 points. They're probably going to end up with over 90, and he's not going to get the 15 points because he didn't shoot. Like, you have 16 points out of Townsend,
you know what
17 out of Bradley.
He was the facilitator.
But he has only 4 assists. That's not even... all right.
Facilitate. 11 for Nate Johnson coming on hot.
We'll be right back here. UConn rolling early.
The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that rim. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's InGame Live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
A little flyer, couple 18.5-point live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the games start so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
The 2 guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take. Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity.
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this one? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line, only on SportsGrid.
Right back out of here, Bracket Central, having some fun here on a Friday night. Kevin Walsh, Joe Lisi, and Donnie Rightside of some of these earlier games wind down for us before the true nightcaps begin. The Arizona Wildcats show 88-57, really flexing their muscles, particularly in the second half. 47 total points for Arizona in the second, only 27, only 26 for Akron.
Shocking how they dominated from a defensive perspective, Donnie, and they're going to potentially have a matchup with Oregon. Oregon does play a little bit later tonight against Liberty. The 5 versus 12 matchup, we already saw Colorado State take care of business against Memphis. If I'm not mistaken, Oregon hasn't lost a round 1 game ever, right? So a lot of people know that. This line opened up at 5.5, up to 7.5. But Arizona, they get through that game at Oregon, they potentially could be a sleeper, maybe, just maybe to upset a bracket.
Yeah, and by the way, Oklahoma and UConn underway 11-6 now at the 14-minute mark. And then 9:57, which is coming up in about, 12 minutes here, Xavier, Illinois, and then also right around 10 o'clock at Bryant, Michigan State. And then finally, Liberty versus Oregon. And away we go.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this Illinois-Xavier game can start hot now.
You're thinking like the Arizona game?
3-ball, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, just I don't know. First half total.
I was very impressed with Arizona's defense tonight. I mean, it was almost like Houston's defense out there. I mean, this is a team that played a 113-100 game against Arizona State at the end of the year.
Yeah, no, look, Akron can score, Akron can move. Look, it's very tough, man. But if you're Akron, you're like, this is great. We're going to get out and run. Hopefully we can throw our team off, our opponent. And then you run into Arizona, who's like, yep, let's go. Up and down.
Really good.
Up and
Their
down.
ceiling is so high, Arizona. It really is.
So I wanted to, and again, it got me tripped up in spots. But I did my round 1 breakdowns, and for my bracket, I was, like, I broke down Duke versus Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
I really think Arizona will get to that game.
Yeah.
So they have 12 losses on the year. Half of them have come to teams with top 15 defenses. The recipe to beat Arizona is be great defensively.
Yeah.
Arizona, to me, I fully expect not only would win this game, but will take out Oregon or Liberty. I don't see any pathway, Donnie, for them to beat Duke.
No, and that's, I have the same matchup as well, where it's not even what you can do against Duke. It's just Duke, what they can do against you. And we take a look at a game where it's Mount St. Not Grant. The Mount played them today and was like, we'll see how Cooper Flagg does. Cooper Flagg or no Cooper Flagg, I mean, they laid waste to them because they win at every single position. They got size, they got guards, they got three-point shooters, they got mid-range guys, and they have the best player in the country on the same team, Joe. Phenomenal. I don't see any tracks in their way.
No, you talk about, like, weaknesses in brackets. I still think they have one of the easier rides. Up until they potentially face Alabama, that looked a little bit spotty against Robert Morris today. So, Alabama's an intriguing team, but to your point about Duke, all they do is beat up on mediocre competition. They smashed them. I mean, outside the ACC tournament where they started a little bit slow against Georgia Tech, right? Outside of that, and the game where Flagg didn't, got hurt. I mean, they pounded teams, 33 points per game over the last 7 games of the regular season.
Tremendous.
I mean, laying spreads 21, 22, 24. And winning by 37, 43. They had a 43 spot against Miami. I mean, in college hoops, and that's not out of conference, Kev.
Right.
But again, you got to look at how bad is the ACC this year, right? Mm-hmm. So when you talk about, okay, Duke is dominant and Duke is great, they are in the ACC.
Yeah.
But now, if that matchup potentially plays out, right, Alabama, who could go with anybody. When they're on, they could go and shoot 60% from 3. And when Sears is on and Youngblood is on, and if they get Grant Nelson back, I mean, they're a very difficult team to beat. I mean, if I had a bet right now, yes, I still think Duke could get to the Final Four. But I want to see what Bama does over the next couple of games. If they're hot like they were last year, I might take them to upset Duke.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been doing additional research. Everything I wanted to know, I feel like I now know.
About what?
I'm in with you, pal. 161.5, Xavier, Illinois.
Wow.
Let's do it together.
All right, what happened?
What was the mind change?
I needed to canvas what was out, what was available, where my head needed to be, and
can I get you to alt it now?
Wow.
Yeah, you could.
175.
That's the highest they'll go? Yep. I'll do it.
What's the highest number?
You can get me in on that.
Highest available is 170.5. Not enough.
What is it, though? Plus what?
198. Does nothing for me.
No, that does something for me.
Really?
Yeah, it does,
total?
because I'm going to parlay it. Here comes OU back in the mix.
How about first half over 85.5 plus 350? Not do anything for you?
That's a total contradiction to how they played against Texas. So now they're the hot team coming out hot, Xavier, pushing tempo.
Yeah. So you think the first half can get there?
Yeah, why not?
Well, maybe we'll bet them both.
He can play.
Yeah, he can.
All
We
right.
have some great. I'll just throw this your way. This year, unlike the last 5 years, when you have to do NBA draft coverage, you won't spend the entire time making fun of how nobody knows who's getting drafted.
We got names this year for once?
You will appreciate it. Like, if you pulled up a mock draft, Donnie, first time in a long time, you would look at the lottery and go, I actually know those guys.
Yeah, all right. Good deal with that.
Oh, wow, Con Knippel, sure. I watched Duke play this season. I didn't have to go and find an overseas stream to keep up. This is fantastic.
Or what was it, the Ignite?
Yeah, Reza Shea? I mean, no.
Who are these Amen Thompson kids? Never heard of them since they went to the NBA. What are they doing?
Oh, they're playing well. All right.
Play into the bit. Play into it.
Yeah, I can't. You know what? I'm a big fan of theirs, so I can't help myself.
I took it.
What'd you take?
Over the 170.5.
Oh, come on, knock these two.
Knock it down.
Oh, man.
Look at this. Oh,
This
you
game's
barked.
We got juice. We got
you
juice. We got
barked it.
juice. Xavier.
Oh, Nate Johnson. Could he give me 2 points in the final 27 seconds?
Even in.
He's got 13. Hit a 3, kid.
Is he in?
I don't know.
All right, so here we go then.
Oof.
Xavier, Illinois, it's the game keeps speaking to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Fremantle.
I don't know.
Fremantle.
I think Lisi had a hidden one.
You're saving it all day.
I don't know.
Back pocket.
Back pocket. I had it in the back pocket. Just
By the
in
time
case.
you get home with cash.
Break glass if needed. This is it.
Liberty.
Yeah, you got.
The game is on. The stakes are high. But the action isn't just on the field.
He's rearranging that rim. Get it inside!
SportsGrid's in-game live. Your ultimate second screen experience.
18.5 live line.
Every prop, every play, every day.
Anything can happen. It's complete chaos.
It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
Anyone that's been to a sporting event, the atmosphere before a game, I think Game Time Decisions has that same exact atmosphere. This is our arena. This is what we do. There is going to be an energy to Game Time Decisions that you will feel night in and night out. The excitement you get when you lock your bets in, when you're figuring out what you want to do, we can zone in on the biggest games each night. I want this to be the place that people come to before the games start so they feel as ready as possible to lock in their cards. We are going to hit every single one of those markets that you need to know about. We're going to go through every single thing, and I've got a great team behind me that's going to help me get the job done. There is not going to be a better place, I promise you, than Game Time Decisions to get that new information, react to it, and be able to then bet accordingly. We will have everything at our disposal, and we will use that to our advantage. I'm Kevin Walsh. Tune into Game Time Decisions from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern on SportsGrid.
The two guys that can do it all.
Too much electricity this morning.
This is a good time. We're having a lot of fun.
I had to do a triple take.
Ka-ching! Why? Because of parity.
I didn't mean to offend.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Load management is a dirty word.
Let him rip.
You know what? Circumstances provide the results. What? How do you do this one? Oh, Donnie, you got such a good show there.
A network that is booming.
The early line. Only on SportsGrid.
What a night it's been. I had a great time. In-game live, a lot of fun. Joe Lisi, Donnie Rightside, Kevin Walsh. Appreciate everybody who's hanging out with us here. Tomorrow we do it again. Sunday we do it again. Baseball starts next week. Also, seriously, Sunday?
Yeah.
Can you give people the details? baseball?
Yeah, I'm going to do a show on Sunday, 10 to 12, and miraculous like this. Whap! Be right on set here immediately in a change here. But no, Major League Baseball, Pro Baseball today, going to be the show of the weekend.
Hey, it's the baseball
of the
show.
Spring. And by the way, you know what's going to happen come fall?
Yeah.
Two-man show on PFT because baseball's still going on, 10 to 12. 10 to 12.
Yeah, I'd like
TV for baseball, radio for these guys.
Oh, we're going to get bumped?
Yep. Yeah.
You would much rather 2-hour radio show Sunday morning.
From home.
But truly, on Sunday, do check out Pro Baseball today. It's Donnie Rightside and Tom Vecchio. They're going to do an absolutely fantastic job. The first one's kind of in the pocket because we have in-game. I've heard great things about the first episode. I'm being serious about that. So make sure you're with those guys. It's going to be live on Sundays then after the fact. Upcoming 2 games. Or 3 games. Illinois Xavier. Lisi loves the over. I'm just backing my guy. Sometimes you got to do that. No. It's not. I'm being serious.
I feel good now. I got the bad losses out of my system. The last crypto was New Mexico, so they came through.
Yeah, good.
So,
I was on New Mexico.
Positive. Right.
So you helped me out.
Right. And then a positive.
Liberty. I'm going to take a little shot at Liberty 6.5 for the ride home.
Are you?
By the time I get home, see what we got.
I have Oregon minus 3.5 in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
If that is not a winner, I'll just turn over to root for you and Liberty the rest of the way then. Because, but also,
these little teams are getting clapped though, man. For the most
people have been
part.
talking about that. I don't know if you guys want to get into it all, but just we've heard not enough upsets. People are saying.
Yeah.
It's not upsets. It's just that because you take a look at good basketball teams from like mid-majors or lower in that range. It used to be the old MO, right? They're 4th and 5th year seniors. They really put up a fight. They run a complete offense. And you're trying to put these metrics together, and you watch games just like we see with Akron. Like, Akron is a really good mid-major team. They didn't even compete because we're just the normal handicap is, well, Arizona's bigger, faster, and stronger. They'll just beat them up anyway. And they're all doing it.
Yeah, but it's the NIL factor, right? Since NIL became an issue, look at the college football playoff first-round games. All smash jobs, right?
But at least it's light competition per se. Like it's like usually the mid majors are like, all right, we'll stunt and we'll get 10 points and we'll hang around with the great. Like Drake was really good, but Drake's the 30+ win
Some
team.
of them covered, they just didn't win it outright. I think that's what the problem is, right? And you had McNeese State. That's the one upset that you could say.
Well, that's the other thing, though. I think when you're so in it, right, is like, wouldn't you feel silly being like, wow. Again, you know how McNeese stuns Clemson. It's like, wow, stuns a little strong. I don't know. They
unbracketed.
Well, they were a 3, right? So
no, they were a 5.
Were they? It was a 5-12.
Yeah,
I thought Clemson was a 3 for some reason.
Maybe in the college football playoff.
They were 7.5. 7.5 favorite. They got smashed.
Klubnik threes.
Klubnik,
front runner.
Brian, Michigan State, Oregon, Liberty, anything?
I'm on the under, 152.5, 153.5, and I'm on Michigan State, but I'm not betting the side. I'm more on the total.
By the way, we didn't get a chance really to preview like stuff for tomorrow.
Oh.
Saturday and Sunday, like the matchups we are anticipating, like just
you want to
takes
drive
the energy to the next level.
You coming in?
We got an open chair.
Home remote?
We got an open chair.
Home remote.
Now, come on. This isn't. Your home setup's not good enough.
Some are saying it's better than this setup. You know,
BYU, Wisconsin tomorrow.
Yeah? Is that your game already?
No, it's his game.
3 balls.
Tone J.
I'm like, come on.
You're hot on this Tone J?
I'll tell you what. Early
Saunders?
on, I'm going to take the 9.5 with Creighton.
You need a Saunders jersey.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I know you and DRS like Auburn, so I'll take the 9.5 with Creighton.
Do you have an early look, Donnie, for tomorrow?
I'm telling you, Houston.
Yeah.
Houston by double digits, Joe. Can you buy it? Everybody, you like this MO.
I told Kev last night I like Gonzaga, but I'm not going to bet that game.
I'm surprised by that.
I'm not betting that game. The one game I do like, Kev, I like the A&M laying the 2.5. I think that's going to be a good game. I like A&M.
I'm probably going to run it back with McNeese, I'll be honest with you.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I might take the 6.5 with Cal.
McNeese first half, then. McNeese first half.
Why?
Purdue not used to it, maybe real physical.
Yeah.
Settling. You saw Clemson.
Who hit that 3, by the way? Xavier.
Could have been Fremantle.
Was it?
I'm not sure. I have a Purdue Final Four ticket that I'm not emotionally attached to even slightly. So who knows? Maybe they'll just show up there out of nowhere. Be real excited for them. All right, so that's it. What a night. Let's get more points in this Xavier Illinois game. Joe Lisi, Donnie Rightside, Kevin Walsh, in-game live bracket central on SportsGrid does continue with Gabriel Morency after the break. So keep it right here.